So let's talk about the distribution and how it's being consumed. A lot of devices that say they support 4K, UHD, HDR, and the rest of the alphabet soup of enhanced technologies that are out there. How ready is the consumer space to enjoy the sporting events that they love, whether it's cricket or boxing or soccer or whatever, in this new environment? What kind of penetration, and is there a market for broadcasters to make this investment in enhanced technology?
Yeah, and it is absolutely that balance between both sides. So right now, I'd say the display side is very young. Actually, the entire ecosystem is very young. What I mean by that is we're starting to see those cameras come to existence. We're starting to see announcements about TVs, and I say announcements because they haven't started to really penetrate the marketplace yet. There have been a few that have started to come into the market, but the consumer has to get an HDR TV to take advantage of it. Then, to further the challenges, a distributor has to decide to distribute an HDR channel and get that to the consumer. Because of that decision, the distributor has to make a choice. Do I go through what I just did when I transitioned from standard definition to high definition, add on top of that a 4K SDR channel, a 4K HDR channel, and now significantly multiply my bandwidth? Or is there a better way to do it? And so some solutions in the marketplace are focused on how do you transmit one signal and make it backwards compatible? How do you make it more efficient for a distributor to be able to move to HDR, be able to distribute HDR, and still deliver an SDR experience to their SDR customers?
That sounds like a no-brainer. That's probably, doing something once and have it be backwards compatible seems like a logical thing to do. What are the prospects for that technology moving forward and being accepted in the marketplace?
So part of that and part of the effort that we go through to help that technology exist is work with standards groups. Technicolor is very focused on how do we engage with the marketplace, create an open environment where everyone can create the different benefits that are necessary to make these things exist. So we work with those standards groups across the world to help make these things become a reality that can be standardized so everyone can do it. By doing that, it helps the adoption become faster. But even before that, we're also starting to just work with different partners in the ecosystem and environment to make sure that these things can come into fruition now. Because sometimes going through all the conversations, it's difficult to come to an agreement, or it takes time. And so here, we're able to start working with partners directly to make these things exist, to help the ecosystem mature to a point that it's easier to standardize.